In this video, we'll be learning how to solve a typical exam type question involving exponents. Now, we can see here that we're being asked to calculate, without a calculator, 27 raised to the power of 2/3. Now, to solve this type of question, we'll need to remember one important rule here. Any number a raised to the power of m over n is equal to a raised to the power of 1 over n raised to the power of m. And a raised to the power of 1 over n is equal to the nth root of a. So we can say that this is equal to the nth root of a raised to the power of m. Now let's see how this can help us to calculate 27 raised to the power of 2/3. And actually, I'll just go ahead and write method here, and I'll write all the calculations beneath that. Now let's get started. Using what we've just seen, we can say that 27 raised to the power of 2 over 3 is equal to 27 raised to the power of 1 over 3 raised to the power of 2. But now we know that 27 raised to the power of 1 over 3 is equal to the cubic root of 27. So we can go one step further and say that this equals to the cubic root of 27 raised to the power of 2. And the cubic root of 27 is equal to 3. So this equals to 3 raised to the power of 2. And 3 raised to the power of 2 is equal to 3 times 3, which equals to 9. And that's our final answer. 27 raised to the power of 2 over 3 is equal to 9. Let's look at another example. Let's say we're asked to calculate 25 raised to the power of 3 over 2. Well, again, we're going to follow the same steps here. So I'm just going to go ahead and write method, and we'll write all the calculations below that. Now, starting from 25 raised to the power of 3 over 2, we can say that this is equal to 25 raised to the power of 1 over 2 raised to the power of 3. This, in turn, leads us to the square root of 25 raised to the power of 3. Remember, 25 raised to the power of 1 over 2 is the same thing as the square root of 25. And since the square root of 25 is equal to 5, this will equal to 5 to the power of 3. And 5 to the power of 3 equals to 5 times 5 times 5, which leads us to 125. And that's our final answer. 25 raised to the power of 3 over 2 is equal to 125. Let's look at one last example. Let's say we have to calculate 16 raised to the power of 3 over 4. And again, one last time, I'll write method, and below that, we'll write all our calculations. So, we start by writing 16 to the power of 3 over 4 is equal to 16 raised to the power of 1 over 4 raised to the power of 3. But now 16 raised to the power of 1 over 4 is the same thing as the fourth root of 16. And all of this is still raised to the power of 3. And now the fourth root of 16 is equal to 2. Indeed, you can check 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 16. So, this leads us to 2 raised to the power of 3. And 2 raised to the power of 3 is 2 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 8. And that's our final answer. 16 raised to the power of 3 over 4 is equal to 8.